One way to catalog your project information is to use the project database. This is a CH2M Hill homegrown tool, and it's designed specifically for the Bentley applications, yet I just want to show it as an example. This project database has various sets of reporting capabilities. And within these reports, if I select, for example, concrete cast in place, and say report, it basically reads into the model and will provide me with every single piece of concrete, its volume, and where it came from. And you can see this is an example with quite a bit of concrete. If I come down to the bottom, I can get a total sum of concrete, pass this information on to the cost estimators. The project database is good so long as it reads your files, which is the first thing, and so long as your files are modeled correctly. Now, the project database hasn't been kept completely up to date with the current tools, so a little bit of work might be required to update the database at the project level. But you can see here I'm getting a list of all valves that are reported within the tools as well. The data is only as good as the type of information that's been placed in. If you're using more tools, the project database may or may not be able to recognize your indigenous BIM applications data. You can always use the native BIM application to generate a report. Here I'll just bring up a tool within my BIM application that allows me to visualize what type of components have been placed within the model. I can then come to the data and throw it out to an Excel spreadsheet. And then once it's in the spreadsheet, I can compress the data to only show the fields that I may or may not want to see, and then use the spreadsheet in my drawing or in a specification. Most BIM applications have the ability to quantify what you want to see and why. So as long as you're using your intelligent tool to try to extract your information, you should be able to find a way to do it regardless of what discipline you're trying to extract. Another option is to use the design review tool. You can analyze the information by looking at what's being carried forward into the design review tool, and then from there see the type of information that's there. Now, if it's in the design review tool, then there's most likely an ability to extract the information from this tool as well. But it doesn't make sense to come to this tool only to extract it and bring it back to your deliverables. But for the sake of viewing, your design review tool will allow you to look and query the information, but for the sake of extracting, you probably want to do that from the native application.